That's weird. Okay. That is fascinating. Well, I might as well start the stream officially. I am currently working on Wield Clutter. I'm replacing all of the movable static hooks with misc item hooks so that you can pick up hooks. And I'll do that with some other things that will be improvised weapons. But the hooks... It's 86 of them, and I keep... Wait, is it F2? Am I just losing my mind? Oh wait, I think maybe my F3 key just doesn't work right. So what I'm doing is I figured out a better way to go about replacing the hooks, and that is... Instead of opening every single cell one at a time and replacing hooks like that, is much easier to use find and replace, and you can actually find and replace there we go. So for instance, if I select these two and just do this, boom, it replaces them. I don't have to open the cell. What? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, there we go. So that's a much more elegant... I have to hold... I F3 key. Something wrong with my F3 key. That's the only problem. Search for hook. And replace with hook. So that's Broken Fang Cave. Hook. Broken Tower Redobit. Search for hook. Replace with hook. Here we go. Yeah, can't just tap it. This will be much faster because then I won't have to load the cell. I can just scroll through. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, come on. Oh, I have to select hook. Ah. I wish there was a replace all command. Like, it would make sense for there to be a replace all command, but there just isn't. I know there's two in Cragwall Slope. I figure things out. It's not my F3 key at all. You have to select hook if you want to replace hooks. Doy. Three with WC hook. I'm also doing this intentionally because it tends to take people a little bit of time to get to streams. So I'm starting with Wield Clutter because it's slightly less interesting. And then I will move on to Relics of Hyrule once I'm done with Wield Clutter. I should be saving. Fortunately, Wield Clutter saves very quickly. Dainty slowed. Hook. Oh, that was Dark Shade. See, I don't even know what cell I'm working in. WC hook. Down to 77 hooks that still need to be replaced. So we are getting there. I think what I'm going to do... There we go. Okay. There's a lot of locations that I could add things to in Relics of Hyrule. Pooh! Fellow keeps so many hooks. Okay. WC hook as opposed to WC fields. Ooh, pay dirt. Okay, I'm gonna save once I get down to 70. Fort Hragstad. Oh, there's one. Save. Costa. Snowhawk. A lot of forts seem to have hooks. Then again, the hooks are everywhere. There were like... There were like 100... Over like 200 hooks. I forget how many hooks there were. In fact, I could probably tell... 213 hooks plus the movable static hooks. So that's like 280 hooks in the entire game, which is insane. And you can't pick any of them up. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to do something, because I think there should be another recipe in here. Since you can now pick up hooks, you should be able to melt them down. Let me see. Hook, yeah. So it should be melting down to iron. And it should be crafting, not a cook pot, smelter. And I'll do the same. I'll do the same with the hook axe. Those should be melting into iron as well. Ingot. Not malachite, iron. Crafting, smelter. Axe, iron. Ingot. Oop. Do. Save. Hello, welcome to the stream. Excuse me. I'm starting out by working on Wield Clutter, replacing all those hooks with hooks that you can pick up. And I discovered a quicker way to do it. Once I'm finished with this, then I'll switch over to Relics of Hyrule. WC hook. I would have just been yeah, it wouldn't have been a nightmare as much as like a very tedious process, because opening every single cell that has hooks in it instead of the way that I'm doing it now, it's just way too long, and it's just a waste of time. So I've just wasted time. I may have to do that with the world spaces that have hooks, however, because I don't know if I can. Well, maybe I could. Actually, no, I couldn't. I could select the exact cell that contains hooks if they're in a world space. I may have to do this with hot iron as well. No, I don't want to do it with hot iron because it doesn't make sense to be carrying around a piece of hot iron in your inventory. This is silly. I'm doing something different with hot iron because I have hot iron weapons now. So there's a hot iron. You can pick up the hot iron. You can make them too. Relics, Wield Clutter. And so my plan with this is to scatter a few weaponized hot irons in with forges. So like find where there's hot irons and just add them to the same forges. So that way a bandit could potentially, if they're near a forge, pick up the hot iron from the forge, and come at you with it. Or you could run over, grab the hot iron, and pick it up. Instead of the movable statics, I might leave those alone. Like they're too hot to pick up. But there's some that aren't. That's my plan. Let's go back to hook. No, 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 no. Why would you even do that? Okay. That's good enough for me. Oh boy. Already, like, I have barely been doing this. How long have I been streaming? 20 minutes? And I'm already, I started at 80, and I'm already at 53. So this is a really quick method. But it still makes me realize that the person who made Handyman, which this mod is inspired by, they went and replaced every single weapon, every single item that they reworked into a weapon. They replaced them, every single one. So all of the tankards in the world were replaced with weaponized tankards. And that means that they had to do what I'm doing right now and just go through every single cell in the game and replace them all with tankards, which would have taken quite some time, but they probably did it the way that I'm doing it right now. Oh, I'm down to 48, I should save. Unless they figured out some way to replace every single instance in the game. And for comparison, there are 280 hooks in the game, but there are 4,000 tankards, and they're used by all of these cells. There's 97 in the Kataria alone. All of these cells use tankards, and look at all those cells that have only one tankard in them. A lot of work to replace all those tankards with weaponized tankards. I don't know why they did that instead of the method that I'm going through of keeping the tankards as they are and then just putting a system in place to change it into a weapon. Yeah, it would have been extremely time consuming. Oh, no, nope. Okay. I'm gonna move this window because it keeps popping up and I don't need it to. It's very annoying. In fact, I'm gonna move this, that way I can do this a little more effectively. The other problem is I have my laptop here and I have to reach over the screen. But that's not as big of a deal. Mazincha left. Oh, there's one in Mazzelft of all places. I think Mazulft. Oh yeah, Mazulft is quest locked. Very Mazulft. There's 2 in Inshunzel quarters. I knew it. Okay, down to 37. And I'm in the end, so I'm halfway through. Now I'm in the R's. Wow. Go. Something else to think about is that all 4,000 of those tankers were essentially hand-placed by the developers. I imagine some of them may have been part of prefabs, so like they had a table that just had tankers on it, but they had to copy and paste that table in place. Gives you a sense of how much work goes into making a game like this. There. 25 hooks left. And it seems like I'm getting into a few cells that have 2, which really cuts down. I don't know why Vittoria Vici would have one. But these hooks go they're all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna save because I have 15 left. Do not delete. Yeah, this was kind of a daunting task, replacing all these hooks, but now it's not so bad. Probably shouldn't... Okay. Fortunately, only the bookshelves warehouse had one, so I think it's okay if that one has a hook, because then it's not that big of a deal. Only 8 hooks left. There's gotta be one in Whiterun. What? Whiterun doesn't have any? Huh. There's so few in Whiterun. There's like 1 in Belethor's Goods. That's interesting. It's gotta be something Windhelm. There's one. Beep. Winterhold. Yep, that's it for the interiors. Yeah, anyway, yeah, Elder Scrolls 6. People... I don't care where it is. My guess is Hammerfell. Because Hammerfell... actually, you know what? Here's what I think. I think it's going to be Hammerfell and High Rock. People are saying High Rock or Hammerfell. I think it's going to be both. Because Skyrim is big, and we have the technology now. Hammerfell is smaller. And High Rock is tiny. So my assumption is that it's going to be both High Rock and Hammerfell. And I also hope that it falls up on the Thalmor, because the Thalmor were a loose end in Skyrim. And it would make sense to follow up on Skyrim and be it Thalmor stuff. Yeah. Okay, so now it's world spaces. Oh, I missed one. I missed an interior. Fort Sungard. Fort Sungard. What? There it is. There we go. Now I only have 3 in world spaces. Fortunately, I think what I can do... I'm gonna save. Markarth world. It's wilderness... Wilderness 44... Negative 44, 0. Boop. There it is. Yeah, this is going to be a lot easier. It's just this one cell, so I don't have to modify the entire world space. And then there's one in Markarth Origin, but here's the thing about the Markarth world. I don't think this actually matters, but I might as well just do it. And I guess open cities, this won't affect. But not everyone uses open cities. But I'm just going to replace these hooks anyway. Just replace every hook. I'm not going to think about it. Just replace them. And then the East Empire warehouse. There it is. And that is all the hooks. Bada bing bada boom. Now I need to do the same with the hose. Yeah, well, there's only 63 hoes. So it's not going to be as much of a big deal. Oh, well, I don't even have a hoe item yet. I have a first-person hoe. So, let's do the hoes. The hoes will be really easy. Super easy, barreling inconvenience. Oh, I do not have a hoe weapon yet. How heavy are brooms? Brooms are 1. I think a hoe would be like 2? 2.5? Because it has a heavy metal head. So I think a hoe would be 2. Hoe. WC hoe. WC hoe. Hoe. Let's make it a value of 2 because it has a metal head. 2. I'll do 2.5. That makes most sense to me. The head is heavy. Alright. Common hoe. Okay. So now we have Misc item hoe, WC hoe. Yeah, I think it might be the simpler view that, not necessarily that all Altmer view themselves as the master race, but that the Aldmeri Dominion view Altmer as superior. And they're just going through political and magical channels to try to wrest control of the Empire. To do that, to get a to achieve that kind of godhood, which would make sense since one of their things was to outlaw Talos. But anyway, okay. Well, since we're here with the hose, just replace these hose with hose. Oh, I should save first because I did all that work with the hose. Now I can do more work with the hose. Search for hoe. Replace with hoe. Are not as common. There's only 60 of them in the world. That's gonna be annoying. Shoes are gonna show up. That's okay. Search for hoe, replace with WC hoe. Boom. Okay. I don't really. So here's my 2 cents. I don't really like speculation when it comes to things that aren't out yet. Like something that really just bugs me is how many people are like Smash Ultimate, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Everyone's calling things leaks. They're not actually leaks. There's somebody making crap up, and it's really funny to me that people are lumping the leaks that they think are legitimate with the leaks that are fake. So like the word leak when it comes to Smash Ultimate is just, here's this thing that somebody said. And that's just like, it's just all speculation. And some people are like, well, this person was right. Isabelle is in Smash. So everything they said is right. Not necessarily. And I don't think it's worth it. And what I don't like is when people... It's fun to speculate and think about what's coming for different things. But then they get disappointed when things aren't as they expected. And it's like, well... sorry that reality has disappointed you. So I don't like to speculate. Because I am always of the opinion that like whatever comes with any game that's on the horizon or any movie or something, I'm just gonna be like, well, whatever it is what it is. And if people are disappointed, I'm just like, that is what it is. Like, you can't change it now. Nothing's gonna change about it. Alright. I'm gonna preview this. Yeah, okay, it is sticking through the ground. That's what I was hoping. Why is there a hoe in Hagrock Redobit Ruin? And the reason why I pronounce it Redobit is to troll people. Because somebody pointed out that it's not readout, it's ridout, I don't know. It's both. It can be readout or ridout. It doesn't matter. Like, come on. So I pronounce it Redobit, even though I know how it's actually pronounced. But I pronounce it Redobit because then I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, and I'm pronouncing it wrong to bug people who would normally nitpick my pronunciation. I just, sometimes my mouse gets... Yeah, nowadays, for some reason, this is something that really bugs me. For some reason now, I know the reason, but nowadays, there's an increased attitude of my the crap that I just pulled out of my butt is just as valid as the stuff that you've exhaustively researched. Part of it came from like the internet culture of somebody arguing with like climate scientists who have, studied climate for their entire careers and used math and like computer models and scientific literacy, and then somebody comes along and says, well, I just picked up a snowball, and it's not, that doesn't equate. So like there's this weird like attitude that I don't like, that reality is subjective, but it's not, and that's not really what they think. It's like gaslighting, and it's not right at all. And like the people who could be doing things about it are not doing anything about it. So my hope is that at some point in the future we return to a place where scientists and professionals are respected for their experience instead of being accused of exactly the opposite of what they do. Like climate scientists being accused of being in for big renewable energy, and renewable energy just wants to make money, and scientists just want to make money. It's the exact opposite. It's the people. Scientists aren't lying to people. People are being lied to by the people who are saying that scientists are lying. Like, that kind of thing. I don't want to get into it. Let's end that discussion there. But I am an optimist. I know that eventually it'll swing back around, because it always does. It's not a straight line. It's a wiggle and wobble. And things will get done that have to get done. Oh, I should save. There's a hoe in the Dwemer Museum. Very cool. I don't like modifying all these cells. I said this last stream. I don't like modifying all these cells, but gotta do what you gotta do. I don't know why I keep searching for hoe without the E instead of hoe with the E. I'm in the ends. There's gotta be a cell with like 1,000,000 hoes or something. Oh, there's a cell with 3. Okay. Hoes are not common. I think there's a lot in the exterior cells. Let's look at that. Yeah, there's a lot exterior cells, not that many in interior cells. That's probably why I haven't been finding many. Founding many. Search for hoe. One more point about that thing I was just talking about, the war on reason. I am actually taking some inspiration from that for lore in Relics of Hyrule. The Yiga will have a presence in Relics of Hyrule, and what they are going to be doing is sowing confusion. So like they will be having little lore books that contradict lore, and they will be saying, well, we're actually right, everyone else is wrong, and everything you know is wrong, but they're actually lying. But it'll provide some confusion and make the lore dubious, which is what I want. Yeah, the Dwemer... Of course, the Dwemer would have, like, Dwemer hose. They would have, like, steam-powered hose. And they would have hose made of dwarven metal. So the fact that there's just a normal hoe in the Dwemer Museum, it's probably not on display. It's probably some other thing. Now I'm curious about that hoe in the Dwemer Museum. I'm gonna... Once I'm finished replacing all of these interior cells, I'm going to look. There's a hoe on the Red Wave. The Red Wave is a boat. It's really funny. Oh, there's another one. Sawmill. Sawmill, that makes sense. It makes sense for there to be a hoe and a sawmill. And there's some in the Thalmor Embassy. That makes sense because they have those nice planters. Whoops. Get over there. There you go. Oh no, that's the barracks. But still. Now I hope that there aren't many other items like the hoe and the hook that I have to replace like this. Because I would rather just have miscellaneous items. Whoa. Oh no, I just opened something or other. Yeah, they would have the automata. They would have like dwarven spider farmers or something that like dwarven steam oxen. They'd have some other way of doing it. I accidentally opened Balfoum Catacombs, looks like. Oh well. I'll just patiently wait. Dwarven butlers. Now I'm picturing like a... Oh god. I'm picturing... So there's this... how do I explain this? Why am I looking at Valthoom? Oh man, how do I explain this? There was that, you know, the dumb, the most recent, I think it was the most recent Transformers movie, The Last Night or something, and it was like, Anthony Hopkins had like a robot butler that was like a Transformer. I'm just picturing that guy, but all like brassy colored like the dwarven metal, and it was just like, it was so just dumb. It just like completely went off the rails of what the Transformers canon, like that's like that matters. Like those movies just do not care. Anyway, right, I was replacing hose. What am I doing? Start from the end. And our way in the middle. I don't remember where I was. Oh, you get down there. Oh, now it's searching for hoe. Took it long enough. Oh, you. There we go. Bleep. Bleep. Argonian assemblage. Yeah, there's Captain Argonian, there's Iron Argonian, there's the Argonian Hulk. Okay, that's all the hoes. There's quite a few in exterior cells. But, Riften World. Welcome to Riften World. Say north, place that hoe. Ho. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to replace all of them in Tamriel's. Jeez. Check on something very, very briefly. Okay. Oh, butts. Okay. I hit the button and then I clicked the thing. Okay, I just wanted to check. Because there's like no one here. No offense, there's one. There's my stats say 2 viewers, but that's not necessarily accurate. Yeah, there's 2 people here, other than me. Well, let's just keep going. Okay, so what I'm gonna do... Which one? Darkwater Crossing. Nope. I'm gonna open Darkwater Crossing simply because it is the closest one to the top. So I'm gonna open that one up. Darkwater Crossing. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select these hoes, and then I'm just gonna replace all of the hoes in Tamriel with the misc item hose, and that will be much quicker than going to each individual cell that has a hoe. I'm eating a snack. when I work on Relics of Hyrule, Special Edition has been having so many problems, and I just don't know. It's very frustrating. There, all the hoes are done. I mean, poison resistance is really good against, like, Falmare and, like, Charis and, Pestos if you're playing Relics of Hyrule. Pestos, I realize, are extremely strong in Relics of Hyrule. That's something I'll have to look at, because they are really strong. So poison resistance, it's one of those things that would be really useful, because poison can wreck you. Okay. for the hoe. I should finish Breath of the Wild. I did all 4 divine beasts, did a few shrines and quests and things, and just never went to fight Ganon for some reason. I will have to play it more when I'm doing research for 6.7, Relics of Hyrule 6.7. So I will inevitably play it. But at this point, other things are on my list. I didn't think there was a mesh done for the chair. The chair doesn't have a mesh. No, I think I'm done with Wield Clutter for now. Now comes the fun of opening Creation Kit and doing Skyrim, Relics of Hyrule. What do I need to do? I might just work on Sand God Passage and, well, I can look at this. And that's SSE, so. Yeah. I tried that. I don't know if that'll work. Tried adjusting the weight of big spiders. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what's happening there. Sand God Passage. should look up the bug report. Some things I just can't figure out. Like this, I don't know what was causing that. Oh, this has already been fixed. Yeah, this should be... Yeah, 6.5.18a. That's another one. Like, I need to know if this person is using dual sheath redux. Because I tried this and it didn't. Nothing happened. And then this, I don't really think it needs to. I don't think I need to. Oh, this one's fixed. Yeah, this has been fixed. Oh, this has been fixed. I think. I'll have to check at. I think I'm gonna tweet out that I'm working on Relics of Hyrule. Yeah, it was the Orden shield. The Orden shield was causing crashing, and I had gotten a similar report before, I think, and I just need to know if it's dual sheath redux, if they have dual sheath redux installed, because that will help me narrow it down. I could just check the dual sheath redux meshes, but I don't use dual sheath redux anymore. And I don't want to bother with it. I think there's something might be weird about the dual sheath redux meshes, so like it puts it on their back and it just goes bleh. But I don't know. And the blast mask not doing damage, that seems like a non-issue, because like, yeah, that just boils down to not being accurate to Majora's Mask, which, who cares? Also, you'd think that having a Discord would bring a higher traffic. Yeah, DualShock 3 goes huge headache. DualShock Redux, and I used to use it, but I don't have time anymore. I just want to play Skyrim. I don't want to have to repatch the game, and I just don't think it's worth it at this point. It's neat, but it's just not worth it to me. And plus, it's kind of inherently unrealistic to carry a sword on your back, because you can't draw it. In real life, you cannot draw a sword from your back if it has a full scabbard. Alright, let's adjust the weight of the big Skulltulas. Ah. Base mass. They're the same. They're slightly heavier. Let's make them 4 and 5. Okay, that might help. I don't know. Oh, she would be even more massive. She would be like 6 and 8. Okay, apparently 2? Why is 2 the only... Whatever. Whatever. Mass is mass. I don't know. I don't know anything about how any of this stuff works. Okay. I don't know if that'll work. Go back to this. That I'll have to check. I don't know how to replicate this. I don't know what's going. I have no idea what this issue was caused by, and it was months ago that it was reported. Yes, I know. More Winter Shulk. That's a major known issue, and I think there were some comments that had bug reports, which is, I love when people report bugs. It's so great. I don't think anything is... Okay, I'm not gonna bother with like special edition. Okay, I'll look at special edition. I think these are all exclusive to special edition. Look at all those crashes. I don't... And plus, I asked, hey, 6.5 is out. Are the crashes still happening? No response. So I can only assume that they are fixed. That's all I can assume. Alright, whatever. Whatever. How old are some of these? Oh man. This one's from... You know what? I think I'm gonna delete this one. That's just how it is. It's a known issue, but who cares? And I'm also going to delete this one. Yep, I'm going to delete all the ones that are old. And I don't think I can even fix that. I don't know. So there's this big bug in Special Edition that I don't know what causes it. It's what I call the vanishing boss glitch. Silver Centurion does it. A lot of people have had... They fight the Silver Centurion, and it falls to the ground and it instantly disappears. And I don't know what causes it. This was fixed. This I don't know. This one's new. I don't know what's... They have the most recent version. I tested this and it didn't happen for me. This did. So this I know, the Scissor Beetle staff for Special Edition for some reason is messed up. Special Edition, man. It's all this weird stuff. Anyway. Nothing I can work on right now, because I'm working in Legendary Edition. Okay. Something I want to do. I want to check items that look funny. So, here's a question. Here's something I'm going to pose. This... Oh, come on. There we go. This guy. This is a false Majora's Mask. It looks like it's made of wood. It's actually supposed to be made of metal, but it's not being rendered properly. I can make it look like it's made of metal. So the question is, should I keep it looking like wood, or should I make it look like metal? And if I keep it looking like wood, should I make another one that looks like metal? Because I have one that already looks like poorly painted wood. There it is. This one... Oh, go soak your fat head. Why isn't this one have shadows? Why don't you have shadows? I guess I'll have to look at that one. But yeah, this one was meant to be metal. And it's heavy. It's heavy armor. Although its weight is 1. Which is the same... Yeah, so if it's with vanilla enemies, the disappearing... Yeah, it's probably a engine glitch, and there's nothing I can do about it. That's what I hope, because it's exclusive to Special Edition. It's really annoying. Okay, I'm gonna make a note to check false Majora's Mask mode. Shadows. I guess I could do that right now. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming in. I'm gonna do that right now. So I just posed a question to the audience. The Dwemer, so-called Dwemer false Majora's Mask, it is meant to be metal, and I can make it look shiny. It sort of looks like wood right now, but I could make it look shinier and more metallic. But my question is, should I, or should I just leave it alone and not bother and make another one, or just leave it alone and not bother? I wouldn't mind leaving it alone and not bothering, but I was just curious what people thought. It's been like this for a long time, so I might just leave it alone. That's special edition. I don't want any of that crap. I want standard edition. Yeah, it's good to have you back. It's good to have people here so that they can see what I'm doing. False Nord. You, my friend, seem to have... Okay. I can do that. I can make it metallic. But... oh, that's the problem with this guy, is that the emissive color, it shouldn't have one. Let's check. This one has an emissive color because it has a glow map. This one does not have a glow map, so it shouldn't have an emissive color. There we go. Problem solved. So I will just save that. It's interesting that it was glowing that whole time. No emissive color. That completely changes it. Oh man. False Majora's Masks. Let's see what it looks like shiny. Once I finish with the Nord ones, I will check it out. See what it looks like shiny. The Dwemer one, anyway. Just open all of these. I like the tint that the emissive color gave this, but it's not supposed to be glowing. It's supposed to be dull. Nope. Alright, that one's fine. Okay. That's normal Majora's Mask. Let's look at the Dwemer one. False Dwemer. Ground. Oh, and let's look at... yeah, that looks... that fits the part. Now that looks like it's made of clay or something. So the Nord one looks better now. Let's look at this one. So that's what this one looks like now. Looks like it's made of wood. And if I... Oh, this one has an emissive too. But it's not as obvious somehow. Oh, it's because the emissive multiple was 0. Oh, wait. I think an emissive black doesn't do anything, but I just want to check. Correct, it does not do anything. Okay, so it has an emissive multiple, but it's black, so it doesn't really matter. But this little man, I'm still going to make the emissive color black. Environment map. The environmental map. I think if I raise the glossiness, let's try that. So I think what's happening, maybe if I get rid of this, let's try that. Slightly shinier. Let's look at those textures. The normal map, it might just be the normal map that I have to adjust and nothing else. Armor. Majora's Mask. Boss. Map width. Once I'm done with this, then I want to start working on Sand God Passage, which will lead to the Spirit Temple. Okay. I think if I adjust this alpha channel by raising the brightness and lowering the contrast, might do it. Oh, no, cancel, I need alpha. Yeah, I want to save it. It's been changed because I just changed it, Photoshop. So, the weapons from +1 through +3 are typically temperable. If the weapon's power exceeds that of a Dragonbone weapon, then it will not work. It will not be temperable. The item reforging guide that's on that you can download on the mod page actually has that information. I have that right here. It's mostly 3 or under. I think this is it. So I'll just give you an example. Yeah, so the Forgotten Broadsword, for instance, 1 through 3 are temperable, but 4 isn't, because its base power is 18, which is stronger than a Dragonbone mace, I believe. But if you go further down, the Lolian Hookblade, or the Lolian Longsword +3 is not temperable, because that's the point where that reforging makes it exceed a standard vanilla weapon. But the Knight Shield, for instance, +4 is temperable, and so forth with that. Like the Deku Shield, +4 Deku Shield. Alright, I'll stop that. I might need to update that thing. There's so many things I need to update. Ugh. It's not really that important. we go. So that made it a little shinier. Doesn't quite look metallic, but it's shinier. It makes it look like it's polished. It makes it look like it's actually there and affected by light. What happens when I put the environment map back? Not much. The environment map doesn't change you anything. I think what I want to do is make the specular strength a little more. I could raise the environment map scale too. There, that makes it look a little more metallic, a little shinier. It's not much, it's just a little bit of shiny. But it's something. I like that. Leave that. Didn't really change it much, so if people like it the way it is, it didn't change it much. It just sort of made it more affected by the environment. Before it was very dull and it didn't look like much. Specular strength is 1.5. 1.2. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. How did that happen? Now, what the heck? Why does the Khajiit mask look so good? .2. You should look the same as the Khajiit mask, little dude. 1.2, 1.5, 80. 1.2, 1.5, 80. Is it missing something? It's the same. Environment mapping. Huh. This one doesn't have the right... That I'll have to check. What, you don't want to play against the rules? You've got it, right? one's fine. So that one's fine. This one's fine. This one has the same rendering problem. It doesn't render properly in NIF scope. But it renders fine in... Oh, this one doesn't have an environment mapping. There we go. Oh, that's gonna change it completely. Oh, look at that. Now it looks like it's made of metal. Because it has the environment map. So then what's your problem? You don't have it either? No, you have it. Khajiit is fine. Elf is exactly the same. But the elf It could just not be rendering right, but it's weird that it isn't. I mean, neither is this. So I guess it doesn't matter that much. As long as it works in-game, it doesn't really matter that much. And plus, that's like the... when you're wearing it, which isn't as important as what it looks like in the inventory. So, that was nice. That's something I've been wanting to do, honestly, is adjust the False Majora's Mask, the Dwemer one, so that it looks more metal, more metallic. So while we're waiting for Relics of Hyrule to save in Creation Kit, I don't know if the Spirit Temple will end up in 5.19. It might be in 6.5.20. I also need to figure out, like, what to put in it. Because there needs to be something in it. Because what's the point otherwise? Just need to figure out what to put in there. And actually, in the meantime, I could look at these normal maps. There's a lot of items, though. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. I'll look at weapons. Let's start... Armos, whatever. Let's start with the fighter sword. The fighter sword needs... That side of the fighter sword looks fine. It's... Oh. Wait. Wait, does the fighter sword actually look fine? I think the fighter sword actually looks fine. Oh, I guess I fixed the fighter sword already. Well, never mind. That was easy. Although it might need its own mesh. I mean, scabbard. Ah, the Force sword. That might need a better... Oh no, it has a door, so that's probably fine. Magic hammer. That magic hammer is something that was kind of like... I might fiddle with it, because it's just a normal forgotten hammer. That should probably be a little more unique. You done? No, of course not. Why would I ever think that it was done? Yeah, that looks really flat. This thing needs a little bit of a boost. Let's look at that one. Because that is the honed Orden sword, and it should have... What the heck is that normal map? Well, there's your problem right there. Your normal map is blue. And it doesn't have an alpha. Oh. Oh, it does have an alpha. My mistake. It's just black as the ace of spades. Okay. Well. Oh, jeez. Well, gonna change that. Why does this have an alpha map? This is the texture. Get rid of that. Get that out of here. Oh my god. This does not have an alpha. It is it's the diffuse map. Well, clearly I'm fixing this. Okay. Let's take all this. Oh, it's already gray. Actually, let's darken it first. contrast. Because this is leather, everything else is going to get the higher brightness, lower contrast. Actually, this whole thing should be darkened. There we go. That is now the alpha channel. Oh wait, hang on. Alpha channel, and then this is going to be the normal map. Boom. There we go. Also, why is the normal map 2K? Not need to be 2K. It's a normal map. So you see how it's the simple sword. So this is an actual proper normal map. You see how it's purple and it has texture built into it, and it has a distinctive alpha. This is the alpha channel. This is how the game tells like how strong it needs to apply this bump data. This is a proper channel. It's supposed to be either dark, but with some detail like this, or in the case of metal, it's best to do this kind of flattish, low contrast look to give it that sheen. This is the normal map that I had. It is colossal. It's 2K. It's too big. It should only be 1K at the maximum, in my opinion, because that's just wasted data, because the normal map, it doesn't need to be high resolution. It's also blue, which it's supposed to be purple. And this is good bump data, but this doesn't help anybody, because what this is... Yep, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day. What this is telling the game is use this bump data, but actually no, don't use it at all. Because when something's white, the alpha channel tells the game to draw 100%. When it's black, it says 0%. So this is like 2%. It's just like, here's your bump data, but don't use it at all. So that's why I changed it, because I want it to actually work. It's real. Oh man, I think that this is gonna make the Orden Sword look really good. Look at that. See, that's my updated... That's how the Orden Sword looks now. The honed Orden Sword. And you see how the handguard, the hilt, the leather here, isn't shiny? It's because I told the game, don't render that with too much glossiness, with too much bumpy. And it's not. It's not rendering that much at all. But with the sword, the blade itself is made of metal, it's making it shine, which is how it's supposed to. That's what it's supposed to do. It also helps to give it what are these things called? Cube map. Cube map gives it a little extra something something. So I'm going to give an ebony cube map, and that will give it... That actually makes it look like nothing. Okay, let's give it something else. How about... Some of these cube maps don't work as well as others. Some of them have tints to them. Yeah, see, the steel made it a little too bright. I need something like... Ebony would have worked, but it didn't seem... What about chitin E ebony? No, that doesn't work. Yeah, it's making it too bright. I need something a little different. Shiny dull? Shiny dull. Shiny dull? I don't think it needs a cube map now that I look at it. I'll try ebony again. No, all these cube maps are making it worse. No, I'm not gonna bother. That looks fine. Oh, no it doesn't. Okay, specular strength. There we go. The higher the glossiness, that makes it look like it's made of plastic. It needs to look like it's made of metal. So I'm gonna have to take this, copy it, paste it over there, delete the alpha channel, try that again, and then I'm going to darken it just a little bit, and I'm going to save this as, I'm just going to flatten it, then I'm going to save it as an environment map. I think the honed Ordnance Sword needs this extra environment map. Because I don't want it to look like plastic. So let's bring that ebony cube map back. And then let's give it... Okay, that didn't help at all. Ooh. Let's darken this. Ooh. That makes it look like a moody... It's like a Batman movie. It's like a modern DC movie. Okay, that... the environment map wasn't really doing anything. Hold up. No, yeah, it has it. Maybe what I should do instead... That doesn't seem to be helping. So... I'm going to get rid of that because I'm not going to use it, but I'm going to adjust the alpha channel here and darken it just a little bit. Oh, that looks really weird. I don't know why it looks like that. So I adjusted the environment map to normal map. Well, it's shiny for one. Ah, yeah, that looks better. Has that kind of subsurface shine right there. I think it'll look really good. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Oh, don't want the scabbard to be hanging out way over there. Why isn't it 0? There we go. Cool. I fixed that. Yeah, everything's good. I'm curious. Let's look at this. Good to me. Oh, that's too... need to open the other meshes. Orange soda. Oh, are you kidding? I was editing the wrong one. I think I needed to edit all of those. That's the sheath. I don't need this one or that one. Had some, had some shininess to it. Oh no, simply by modifying the normal maps, I was able to adjust it, but I'm just gonna adjust all of the... Oh yeah, this needs to be point... No. Need to change these bits of data. And that'll be it. Boom. Okay. Orden Sword finished. And of course Relics of Hyrule is done loading. So let's lay the groundwork for this new Sand God Passage. Sacred Ground of Reach. This is not a priority, so I'm going to move that up to 0.20. This is also something I'm not really going to focus on. I want to do the Sheikah armor and Majora's Mask stuff. Golden Butterflies, I'm going to have to look at Blind Cliff Bastion to see how it's done there. But Golden Butterflies might not be something that I ever do. Because they have proven to be ridiculous. Let's see if there's any other... I'm sure there are meshes that I need to adjust. That looks bad. That tells me that something's up. Because it's very flat, so it's not rendering right. So that's my next thing, is to check on the magic sword. But first things first, reach Secret Grotto. Actually, magic sword would be very quick, so let's do that. Change my mind. Let's look. Oh, well, there's your problem right there. It's looking for EM, and it's not there. Ooh. Also, it seems to have a very poor environment map. Well, that's weird. Oh, is it like inside out? Why does the blade look like that? Blade is not getting any texture. There we go. Oh, now it looks really good. Yeah, that's all it needed. Updated tangent space and everything else to be pointed toward the right place. Oh yeah, this hilt was also goof. There we go. Nicely done. Cool. That was just a mesh change, so I didn't have to... Oh, wait. I also changed the glossiness. Yeah, I didn't change anything about that. Now I can go back to here. False God passage doesn't have... Oh. What is False God passage using? Well... discovered that location data is actually kind of important. Mad God Passage to Nordruin. Now comes the fun of clearing out all this stuff. All right. Hmm. Oh. Didn't realize that those were so tiny. I guess that's okay. Oh, in fact, you know what it should be? It should be up there. No, that's not gonna work. I'd have to fill the gap with dirt. Excuse me. Oh, that's a rail, no wonder. There it is, that's what I wanted. Gonna save. Beginning is the Sand God Passage. And it looks like we have about half an hour left in the stream. I'm gonna stop at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. think I perfected Zelda's sword. It looks really good. I think I worked really hard on this one, and it looks good. So I don't think I need to work on that. I guess not as many weapons needed it as I thought. What are you doing in here, Kokiri Sword? Is this like the duplicate? Whew. Oh, it's done. Good. I didn't want to do anything anyway. I think I'm just going to keep going until 5 and then just stop there. Oh, this needs... That needs to be... I need dirt. Or actually, it could just be... raised floor. Yeah, there we go. That works. Now what I want to do with this is I want it to be an excavated dwarven kind of thing. So I'm going to put this here. And I should work. Yeah. So I'm gonna make the dwarven hallway to start with. And I'll put together the mine that's trying to figure out where it goes. So this should actually be like this. There we go. There'll be a dead end there that went over there and continues on this way. Yeah, I'm streaming until 5 o'clock. Working on what will ultimately become Sand God Passage. Oh, it's a 4-way. Okay. Well, I think what I'm going to do in that case, another hallway here, and there'll be a corner, big halls, but it'll be a corner that they either didn't excavate or decided wasn't worth it. Just have that go up and end, or it'll end in a huge wall of rubble. So they don't bother with it. Yeah, so this part is still dirt and junk. So it's not quite to the wasteland part yet. Oh crap. Reach Secret Grotto. Oh, wait, the Reach Secret Grotto. I have to be careful about where. I'm gonna have to connect it to the Reach Secret Grotto anyway, so let's do that. Secret Grotto Reach. What? Oh, it's the Rift. Reach. There we go. Load door. Because I realized that the Reach Secret Grotto is right next to a river. So what I have planned might not actually work logistically. Of course, you know. Okay, so that is north. So I'm gonna look at where it is. Okay, so... Oh, it's not the... Yeah, it's just a river. So it goes under... Oh, go away. That's... Okay, so there's a passage... Where's the passage to Hyrule? It should go this way. No. I really hope that it didn't just like freeze. Trying to figure out where Sand God Passage is supposed to go. It probably froze. It could be loading. I might have also gone the wrong way. No, I didn't. Let's look at the map, because that's an important part of the planning. Something tells me it's not going to be great. Okay, so I need to find... It's not Markarth. So Hammerfell is way down here. Near oh, wait, no. I was going the wrong way, because I went and found... Because Hagrock Redoubt is right here. And... Reach Secret Grotto is here. So the Reach Secret Grotto is very close to Hammerfell as it is. So I was going the wrong way in my exploratory thing that probably froze Creation Kit. I found Lost Valley Redoubt. Where's Lost Valley Redoubt? So I was going this way. That is not accurate. So I just need to figure out how to get the orientation correct. Good old Creation Kit. Part of me wants to wait the other parts. Alright, yeah. Okay, just close. Just close, do what you need to do. I didn't lose much progress because I saved around 4:30, I think. Relics of Hyrule. 4:30, yeah, so I didn't lose that much project. There goes Creation Kit. Alright, well, it's close to the end of the stream anyway. So I just need... Next time I work on Sand God Passage, I need to make sure that I have it oriented the right way. Because... North is... Oh, I forget where I had north oriented in that thing. It was like... So I had it pointing away from the river. So I think... Yeah, I'll just have to figure it out. But I'm not going to do that on stream, because it takes a while to get Creation Kit open. Ooh, night. Change it to night. You can see all the lights. I don't know how they made this map. It's really impressive. But anyway, yeah, I'll just have to figure out where exactly Sand God Passage has to go, and where the entrance to Sand God Passage is, because it could be way up here for all I know. It could be here. It could, if I'm lucky, it could be down here and the secret grotto just goes this way. Anyway, down that way. That would be good. If north is this way and the secret grotto is down in here, then just have to make sure that the path goes, Sand God Passage goes this direction. Alright, well, I think I'm going to end the stream. It's not quite 5 o'clock, but Creation Kit froze because I was searching around. It didn't like loading that many cells. So, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I might be able to do another stream next Sunday. We will see, probably. But we will see. I don't know how many streams I'll be able to do, simply because of my work schedule, but see you around. If you have a Discord, I also have a Discord. It's Jake Halnad. I'll follow me on Twitter. Yes. So, see you around, have a good day, and until next time. Boop.